Hello, it's Dan here. I hope you're good. Something I've been asked about quite a lot recently is about why do people break the lockdown rules? I mean, what's going on there? The rules seem clear. We know there's public safety and health involved. Yet lots of people still seem throughout this process to have been breaking those rules. And certainly there can be a number of reasons going on there. So some people might misunderstand the rules. There might be elements of necessity. So if people, feel like they need to support their families or go out and earn money, or for mental health reasons, feeling like they needed to get out or to go places or to see people do those kind of things. Some people who you think might be breaking the rules may in fact not be breaking the rules. So for example, sometimes it's not kind of that clear cut, or it could be key workers and doing those kind of things. And some people, of course, will just rebel against being told what to do. Perhaps, don't want to be too controversial here, but perhaps with the Dominic Cummings thing, that the them and us thing, that might become more and more kind of prevalent as a kind of underlying psychological reason why people are breaking these rules. So those can be a number of the reasons, but certainly there's a psychological element at play in a lot of this stuff. Something like a bias in our thinking, if you like. It's called the optimism bias, in which we overestimate the likelihood of positive events and we kind of underestimate the likelihood of negative events. And I've spoken a lot before here and in my articles. Our mind does a lot of curious stuff. Is often misplaced or exaggerates stuff, or has biases, or is just plain wrong. So I've talked about, for example, the spotlight effect, where we overestimate how much attention people are giving to what we say and do, which can cause worrying about what people think. It can stop us doing stuff. We need to fear of failure and so on. I've talked about the illusion of transparency, where we assume other people can somehow tell how we feel, when often research and science suggests that that's not the case. And we've got things like hedonistic adaptation, where we often feel like we need to get more stuff. I need new stuff, I need better stuff to make me feel better, make me feel happier, only to find that when you get that stuff, after a while, your happiness levels are exactly where they were beforehand. So our mind is often misplaced or exaggerates or biased in some way. And what's going on here is the optimism bias, and it's worth pointing out that if you struggle with anxiety, depression, mental health issues, the optimism bias tends not to be a thing. Obviously, with depression, there can be an element of kind of pessimism about kind of what's going to happen. With anxiety, it tends to be the fear, worry about what's going to happen. Talking broadly there, which means that this kind of psychological bias doesn't tend to happen. But certainly, if you're looking at other people and why are they breaking the rules? Why are so many people? I think even in the daily briefings they say something like 20% of people admit to breaking them. Certainly where I live, I would say it's the other way around. More like 80%, and that's just from casual observing. But it is what it is. But there's a psychological kind of element going on, and what people are not aware they're thinking is that it's not going to happen to me. These kind of things don't happen to me. I mean, we hear it a lot, don't we? People who get ill, accidents happen, misfortune happens. Even when good stuff happens, sometimes this kind of I never thought I'd be the kind of person who X. So often we're just misplaced in our thinking, and then that can apply to all of us. But certainly when we're talking about these rule breakers or people not following the guidance and breaking lockdown, that's a large element of what's going on around some of the other stuff. It's that kind of I'm not likely to catch it. You might. Someone like me might. But I think I will be okay, and my likelihood is quite low. And it is an issue, because obviously breaking lockdown and breaking the kind of guidance, increases the chances of COVID spreading and other people getting it, which can cause illness, can cause death. Some people might obviously get kind of mild symptoms. So it causes issues in that kind of way, but it also, there's some research that suggests that if you think your risk of getting it is low, if there isn't a certain element of kind of fear and concern around it, you're probably less likely to wash your hands and to maintain social distancing and to do those kind of things, which again, increases the likelihood of it continuing to spread in that kind of R number. So in terms of understanding why the people might break in the rules, like I said, there can be a number of reasons, but certainly that psychological bias is certainly in play. They think it's not likely to happen to them. It might happen to other people, might happen to other people, similar to them, but they think it's not going to happen to them. And they're probably not even aware they're thinking that to a large extent. This kind of bias, is kind of there in the thinking in its first place. And obviously, which is something I work with clients with, so sometimes we need to be able to challenge our thoughts. Sometimes, we need to even just notice what we're thinking and to kind of assess it and go, actually, is this right? Is it logical? Is it rational? Is there evidence? Is there facts for this? But it also means in our own thinking, the more we can do that, the more we can go, actually, is this a thing? Or what's the science say here? What are the facts saying? And to make better decisions, more rational, logical decisions in that way, the safer we're going to be, the more likely we are to do the right stuff, washing our hands, keeping the distance, doing things in the right way, the safer we're likely to be, and the sooner we'll all get through this. So yeah, it's just a few thoughts there around people breaking the rules. Please do follow them. Please do keep you and your loved ones safe, healthy and well, and I will speak to you next time. Take care now.